Here we go, part 2. So these little darlings will be, hopefully, butternut squash. And I planted these, I think 2-3 weeks ago. I really should have written down the date. I'm going to need 4 good leaves on those before I can put them outside. So at the moment, that's what we've got. These will be carrots, hopefully. But nothing's appeared yet because they just went in at the weekend. I've gone a bit mad with it, really. And it's just given me a lovely focus and I'm loving it. So these here, I've got one down there as well. And these here, these are French beans. And I've got to give these till about 4 inches and then I'll put them out. But I'm also waiting until there's definitely no chance of any frost. This, I thought it was a leek. It's not. I'm not very good at labelling. Something to improve on. This is going to be a pea. So this is going to be a little pea. And I've got a few of those happening. Here, I've got another butternut squash over here. I think this is a cabbage. But I think it might also be a pea. I don't know. Oh, gosh. Anyway, yeah, this is something I need to improve on. Now this here, this wonky little, can you see? Bless him. That's a leek. It's a little baby leek seed. Seedy seed. And I've got loads more. I'm going to try not to stand on the other laptop. There we go. More baby leeks. Look at those. They're so cute. So cute. And then downstairs. Oh dear, a little cough. This here is a death trap. A little watermelon football. In here we've got family washing, and this is lettuce growing. This is soil, but one day, very soon, hopefully that'll be spinach. You alright, babe?
Yeah.
He's on a call. Oh, he's on a call. This here is a tray of compost and soil, and what I did was I bought a packet of dried bigger peas. I soaked them for half an hour. Then you sprinkle them in your tray and then you put some more soil on top and just keep it quite moist, and then hopefully that will grow into peas. We've got strawberries. Somebody at work gave me a couple of little strawberry plants, so I've put those in, as well as some flowers and bits and bobs. So forget-me-nots, cuties. The tulips are looking quite spread out. Nice. So this leek here, I'm so excited about this leek. Look, it's huge. But it was only to about here, about 3 weeks ago. And it was a leek I'd bought for Sunday dinner. I chopped off about that much of it. Put it in some water, some roots grew. And then I planted it out, just as an experiment to see what would happen. And as you can see, it's doing its thing. God, it didn't just destroy something there. In here, so this tiny little wee thing here, hopefully there's a carrot growing under that. That's what's happening. I did the same thing with these spring onions that I bought. I used them in some meals and they're just regrowing themselves. And again, they were just little tiny little bitties and things. Peas in here again, but so far nothing. Oh no, that might be a bit of moss. Yeah, I think these are just being really slow at the minute because of maybe not enough warmth. But I'm just going to see. Tiny little bit of green poking through. There, we'll see. More carrots in here. And then potatoes. So I had loads of potatoes that were starting to sprout. And as an experiment, I'm just waiting to see if I can plant them. So this here, this little tiny, and some other little tiny bits, they'll grow up. As they grow up, I'll put more compost on top of them. And then we've got these lettuces. Now these were from seed. These are healthier. These are doing a lot better than the ones that are inside for some reason. I did them in an egg box, sowed some seeds, and then I put them out. There's some flowers, seeds in there. And these here are radish. little radish going on here. I don't know how edible these are going to be. This is like my first experiment, my first having a go. And I think there's some dill. Planted some herbs in here as well. So that's exciting. And then what we've got here is, so this is like a raised bed. I got it off eBay. I was expecting it to be like plastic or something. I didn't maybe read the instructions on it or the description. It's felt. I think it's the top of a bloody pool table. Anyway, it's doing the job. It's fine. The depth of it's good, and when I come to plant in it, obviously I'll increase the amount of compost that's in there. And I just put this together with some wire and a couple of poles because I'm going to put my French beans in here. They don't need a lot of help with height, but they will need a little bit. Oh god, the garden's just packed. And then more potatoes in here, sunflowers and other little bits and pieces dotted about. So there we go. That's it, and keeps me really busy every day. I'm loving it so much. Between that and running, it's just love it so much. Anyway, I don't know what else to say. So yeah, I'll keep you posted as things grow, and if I get any